Nothing to it but to do it. Oh, yeah, I know. It's been a minute again. Let's talk about that. What's up, crew? Welcome to another video. My name is John Connie, aka Big Man Syndrome. And since the last video, I've changed my mind again. So, long story short, I've canceled my Orange Theory membership, and it's for multiple reasons. One, I'm going to be traveling a lot more. Paying that much per month on something where I may have to miss here and there is a bit much for me, and basically I'm tied to that Orange Theory. I'm pretty sure, I haven't checked this out honestly, to where if I travel I can't go to another Orange Theory. Don't quote me on that, I didn't check on that. But number two, more so than that, I'm a big body and I've liked the running a little bit. It's every single workout. And now this is not to contradict what I said in my previous video, which is I would recommend Orange Theory for somebody if they felt stuck and they were just looking for the easy button. It's not easy to do, but it's easy to incorporate because you just got to show up and you're going to get a well-rounded workout. Now, what that well-rounded workout got for me is like 30 miles ran in, I think, the first month that I was there, and that's a bit much. And I still have football injuries that I'm dealing with where if I do end up having to take that gap of time where I have to take a break, whether it's travel or I'm sick or whatever it is, the first day that I come back and I push a little hard like I always do, the next day my head is throbbing, my upper back is messed up and tight, and I feel like I'm pretty much out of commission. I either skip the next day or muscle through it and then get worse even further down the week. So that cycle hasn't been great for me personally, maybe different for a lot of people, but the cycle that I know worked for me was what I'm gonna mention later on in the video. Before I get into that, I did want to dive into my newest inspiration. I don't want to say it like that, do I? Because even with all this time with Orange Theory, in battling with the travel, I got the flu for a full week, recovered for a full week, had a coughing disaster for a full week, and then the week after that I was traveling. That's a full month right there where I only went to the gym maybe 4 times total, and it felt like crap. Definitely seen results with Orange Theory. My face is thinned out compared to what I was looking like 4 months ago. On the scale, when I first started, I was 320, and now I'm consistently staying 310 to 315. So I guess my goals haven't necessarily changed, but I think my inspiration has changed a bit. I think what I've been holding on to, and it's a very strong way to put it, but what I've been told for a very long time is that I look like Chris Pratt. I thought about it today and I'm like, it's not a good comparison for me, because the way that I joke about it when somebody's like, oh, you look like Chris Pratt, or someone says I look like somebody and I mention, I'm like, yeah, I'm Chris Pratt, but like right now I'm Parks and Rec Chris Pratt. I'm a little extra heavy and I'm trying to get to Starlord Chris Pratt. To me, maybe that's an unhealthy dynamic where I'm okay with being the chunky recreations Chris Pratt, but I want to and need to be the Starlord. I just can't seem to get there with that visual in mind. So more recently, people have been like, you know what, man, you look like, and I'm like, yeah, Chris Pratt. Like, no, Reacher. And I'm like, First time I watched it, I was like, wow. Yeah, I guess there's some similarities there. Alan Richardson, I don't think he's ever been a chunky boy. He was a super skinny dude in Blue Mountain State. I think that's what the show's called. And now he's flipping jacked and does these roles where he's the big guy. I want to be that. I think that's what I can attain. I just need the right programming. And listening to podcasts like Mind Pump, they're talking about doing too much cardio will actually have a negative impact on your overall physique goals if you want to be muscular, because you're going to likely burn a lot of muscle. And let me tell you, I have probably burnt a lot of muscle doing all that running. So I want to get away from that and get back to what was working, which we'll talk about that in a second. And I know it's a reach, but I want to look like Reacher by summer. We got a big move coming up, which I don't think I've shared on the channel yet. We'll share a little bit about that another time. But I just want to be ready this summer. I want to be what I've always wanted to be, which is not fat. My kids always say, you're not fat. Kids are so sweet. Let's talk about how I'm going to get there. I'm going to, like I said, I've already quit Orange Theory. My last day, I think, is next week on the 22nd. The other forcing function here, which I didn't realize until after I canceled my Orange Theory membership and looked at my finances, I was being charged for Crunch Fitness since December. So I'm already still a Crunch member. So I'll be going back to there. The other unfortunate thing is I can't cancel that anyways because I'm going to be charged $60, which is their annual fee, this month. And I'm too close to that to be able to cancel that one as well. So I'm stuck. I'm going to use it. And that's all right because I feel like that's going to be my next approach, which is going to be Crunch Fitness coupled with fitness culture again, because I enjoyed that style of workout. As much as I love high intensity and I love picking up a barbell, doing sort of like the CrossFit style stuff, bodybuilding for me, because I believe it's my body type, is going to net me more results quickly. Because I'll bulk up, I'll add muscle. By adding muscle, I'm going to be burning fat because my sedentary calorie burn is going to be much higher. So that's the goal of sort of like the stimulus, the outside stimulus of how I'm going to try to get to my goal of looking like Reacher. And then I'm going to couple that with something that I learned from a random channel that ended up on my suggested feed in YouTube. This guy went through a full transformation and he shared a moment about nutrition. And nutrition is definitely one of the hardest things to dial in because there's so many different ways to do it. There's so many different perfect for everybody, but it's not actually perfect for everybody. And what he ended up boiling it down to is just finding the most low lift way to do it while also being able to track your macros. That's definitely one of the sticking points for a lot of people, including me, is once you track long enough and you can't keep it going, it just derails everything. Well, with the thing called ChatGPT, you can actually talk to it on your phone, tell it exactly what you had, and then it'll spit out exactly what the macros are. I mean, let me just show you really quick. I did this the other day to calculate my breakfast burrito. I'm just going to do it again because it's so interesting. I'm going to list out what I had. This morning I had a breakfast burrito and I want to track the macronutrients, most importantly the protein, fat, and carbohydrates. The burrito was made with a 14-inch tortilla, 2 eggs, 3 slices of bacon, 4 tater tots, about an ounce of cheese. So, recorded my voice. It's taking care of the transcription there really, really quickly. You hit send, and it's about to break it down. To me, this is a huge game changer if you're trying to, and look, oh my God, this time it's using like a chart. Last time I did this, it didn't have like a full-blown chart, which is super awesome. But here you go, protein 37 grams, fat 41. So in its last message, it alerted me of how high the fat was. I then respond, like I hit record again, and I said, I'm not too worried about high fat content. I'm more worried about hitting my protein numbers, which for me is 250 grams. That's my goal weight in pounds, 250 grams of protein. The rest of my diet should be balanced to achieve about 3,300 calories in a day. And then it spit out a bunch of other information of how I can balance the two to get to the numbers that I want to. Now, since my fat was so high, though, it did let me know that because of this high fat, you really can't have any more fat the rest of the day. So the other important part about this is you could sit there and have a conversation with this $20 a month fitness coach. I think it might have gone up a little bit. And you can dial what you need in the knowledge base that it has. And I think that's super important because you can see those numbers and be like, okay, well, if the fat's high, what do I need to fix that? You could probably ask ChatGPT, how can I achieve less fat? It'll probably tell you take the yolks out and have less bacon. You could probably do more egg whites and achieve a higher protein. Long story short, Crunch Fitness, fitness culture, ChatGPT. And then there's a fourth element that I'm going to add, which is going to be home workouts every once in a while, like this.
Jesus Christ. That's
Reacher. Sorry, that was probably too much. All right, now we close it. Try to close it quickly. I gotta pick up my kid. I gotta pick up baby number 2. Well, kid number 2. Number 2, yes. Catch my breath as I finish this out. Let me set a new timer real quick. This is how I keep track of my time left, because I'll just keep going and forget. So 5-minute timer. That's what I got right here. One more thing I wanted to sort of re-tease. Again, I want to do this more than I do the thing I'm about to talk about, because I want this still to be an organic channel. Where it features more of my journey than it features things that I can get paid on. But with that said, I can't make money and do this unless I do what I want to do, which is the affiliate marketing stuff. Catch my breath. So I do have an Amazon affiliate account, and I will be doing purposeful videos for the things that I use in my life that I would recommend for things that I would recommend for viewers like you who are looking for those solutions. One example is this shirt. I finally found shirts that work for me, and I want to make like a funny ad style for it, because there is a struggle or a problem to talk about, which is shrinking shirts, stinky shirts, all that stuff. This doesn't do that, and it's been great for me. It's my everyday shirt now. Everyday wear, everyday workout. My favorite pan, which I've mentioned before, it's a non-stick, and it is tried and true, lasts forever. It definitely gets beat up, but makes the best eggs, and I use it every single morning. And I'm going to do several videos with that, like a series of videos cooking fried eggs, omelets, meal prepping omelets, probably a couple of other things, but you'll see that in the future. My chair, I think you can buy these on Amazon, and if I'm wrong, then you won't see this on it yet unless I get the affiliate link from Secret Labs. But I wanted to re-tease that because it is going to be important to know that I'm going to make those types of videos, but I'm also going to make these types of videos, and they will likely always be separate. There might be links down below of stuff that you can get on Amazon in every single video, but I won't heavily feature it or make it like an ad unless I'm doing it on purpose, and it will be structured that way. Just a warning for those of you who made it this far. That was a pretty good workout. I guess that's closing thoughts for what my plan is. I think I thrive when there's more bodybuilding style stuff, and then sprinkle in what I just did, which was like a 3-rounder, 4-time kettlebells and presses, just to push endurance a little bit. And then I think I'll sprinkle in running, because I have found a new love, let's say, for running in the style that Orange Theory did, and it's pretty easy to replicate and figure out on my own. Their treadmills are nothing special, so I can do the same thing at Crunch or anywhere. And then hopefully at some point I'll have one in my garage, because I'd rather do my running sort of separate from the gym. So that way I can do cardio in a package and then do my bodybuilding in a package. I feel like that's always been best for me. And then I can manage time a little bit better. But the other really good reason why I love, for me, fitness culture plus Crunch Fitness. With Crunch, I'm at a tier where I can go in any Crunch location in the US. Fitness Culture's online. They're running the workouts. I can go to a Crunch. If there's not a Crunch and I'm staying at a hotel, they have a gym. I can use Fitness Culture in that gym. Now, it's up to me whether or not I can get the motivation to get into that gym, because usually when I'm traveling, ain't no way I feel like going to the gym. But if I want to look like Reacher, which is a reach, I had to say it again. I'm going to reach for it. I got to push myself better when I'm traveling, and I've got plenty of travel coming up. And then I got a big move. I guess I'll say it right now. Looks like the family's moving down to San Diego. Maybe I did say it on the channel. My friend Justin is down there, and I'm going to find a way where we can work out often, because we both need to sort of change our lives in that department. That's it for today, crew. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, consider joining the crew. I got a lot of content hopefully coming up. I'm going to at least try to do weekly as possible. Plenty of content, plenty of recommendations of ways you can add certain things to your life, like my coffee routine, or, you know, getting meal prepped with omelets and sous vide. And if you're not new, you know what to do. Hit the like button, leave a comment, share this video. Those are the ways that help grow the crew. And until the next one, I'll see you later, crew. I forgot how hard it is to do a close after a workout.